Brian Kemp's campaign declares victory in the governor's race, insisting his lead is insurmountable. Stacey Abrams' camp says not so fast.
Our chance for a stronger Georgia is just within reach. But we cannot seize it until all voices are heard.
Make no mistake, the math is on our side to win this election.
Plus, a possible major upset in one of Georgia's most watched congressional races. Did a Democrat unseat a sitting Republican congresswoman?
And a Congress divided. Democrats claim a partial midterm victory.
It's about restoring the Constitution's checks and balances to the Trump administration.
But so does the president, taking credit for Republican wins.
Last night, the Republican Party defied history to expand our Senate majority, and we saw the candidates that I supported achieve tremendous success.
Fox 5 News at 6 starts right now.
And right now at 6, we are tracking rain moving through metro Atlanta. More is on the way later this week, with colder temperatures returning into the weekend. But first, the results are in, and the race has not been officially called. But Republican Brian Kemp tonight has declared victory in the race for governor. His campaign says he's beginning his transition now as governor-elect.
But Democrat Stacey Abrams has not conceded. More than 64,000 votes separate the two at this point. And we have reporters covering both candidates tonight. Let's begin with Fox 5's Angelique Proctor, who is live outside the state capitol with more from the Kemp campaign. Angelique?
Russ, the Kemp campaign sent out this late-breaking development just about 5 minutes before we went on the air at 5 o'clock. In it, it says the absentee ballots have been counted, that Kemp is declaring victory, and it's now time for his transition to begin.
Make no mistake, the math is on our side to win this election.
Brian Kemp is right. His lead, though narrow, is sizable enough with a 64,000 vote difference to claim victory. And though the Secretary of State's office has not officially called the governor's race, the Kemp campaign has declared victory. It's something the candidate stopped short of at 2:45 this morning.
There are votes left to count, but we have a very strong lead.
That lead whittled away some on Wednesday, but not enough to cut into Kemp's more than 50% margin. As election officials kept counting, the pro-Trump conservative remained in Athens with his family out of the spotlight. After a long, hard-fought campaign, he thanked his supporters for a job well done.
Over the last 21 months, we've chopped a lot of wood.
A statement from Kemp's press secretary late Wednesday indicates, based on counts released by the Secretary of State's office, Brian Kemp's margin is so large that the number of provisional ballots and overseas ballots will not change his Election Day victory. Simply put, it is mathematically impossible for Stacey Abrams to win or force a runoff election. Now, this was, in fact, a historic election. Kemp got almost 2 million votes, which is the most that any gubernatorial candidate has ever gotten in our state's history. Reporting live from downtown, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Angelique, thanks very much. Now, while Brian Kemp points to those big numbers, Stacey Abrams says she's not giving up until every vote is counted.
Now, particularly those absentee ballots in metro Atlanta counties that lean Democratic. Now, she says that's enough to warrant the wait. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us live now with more. Deidre?
Kemp may have declared victory today, but Abrams' campaign made it clear that she believes this fight is far from over and they are ready for a fight.
The Georgia governor's race still undecided. Abrams' campaign chair Lauren Groh-Wargo says Kemp was just 15,000 votes above the runoff threshold as of Wednesday morning.
Of the 15,000 that we're looking for to meet the runoff threshold, we think there are about that many mail ballots alone that still remain to be processed.
Groh-Wargo believes the majority of them are from Abrams voters, leaving about 10,000 additional votes needed to force a runoff in the governor's race. The Democrats insist the numbers are there. They point to reported problems at polling locations statewide, saying voting irregularities, long lines, and other issues could translate to thousands of uncounted votes.
When you consider that, on top of the incredible amount of irregularities and issues we saw across early voting, absentee balloting, and election day voting. From long lines, provisional ballots, paper ballots, we're looking at potential thousands of additional votes and voters that need their votes counted.
Abrams' team on the ground in all 159 Georgia counties to address voting irregularities and the handling of uncounted ballots statewide.
We've been running a large voter protection and legal operation, and that operation is now activating to ensure that we fight for every vote, like we did yesterday.
Now, the counties have until next Tuesday to certify those election results, and then the Secretary of State's office in a press release said that they will certify those final results no later than Wednesday, November 14th. That's the latest here in downtown Atlanta. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Thank you, Deidre.